about that because, you know, this is how I see it. And like then we can discuss it. Your views are out there, my views are out there. People can listen to both. They can make decisions about things. You know, if we get into a thing where it's like, you know, what are you talking about? You don't know anything. You know, none of us know the whole score, and none of us know all the moving parts. So let's just discuss it and be respectful. And you know, I mean, it just, I mean, I guess if you want to be mad, I understand. Like I understand being very angry about this, but you know, I don't think it'll do much good. It just fans the flames. These people want us to be angry at each other. They want more violence on top of violence. Um, so I mean, we've got to go a different way on it, and that's my opinion. So I mean, if you disagree with that, mirror inside of a mirror. If you disagree with that, go ahead and leave a comment. That's what I'm all about. Like I want everybody commenting on my videos. If you don't agree with me, if you do agree with me, if you and there look, there's one they're making it right now. My battery's low, but I hope the sunlight isn't affecting that. Yeah, they're just making it all in the sky. It's pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool in like a horrible. I mean, look at that cloud. You see those two huge trails that were really fat. Now they're turning into that wispy looking kind of chemical cloud right there. So you saw that when you saw the big one right there. You saw those two side by side, and now they're turning into that big kind of chemical looking cloud. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I don't know. I guess I feel this way, but you know, when I first started out, it was like, you know, all comments to the positive, and you know, I understand like the point that we're at and how it's like, you know, it's getting pretty heated. People have passions about this, and I get that, but we got to just discuss it. Like, I'm not going to be a person who, if you disagree with me, I'm not going to be like, no, no, you're totally wrong and I'm totally right, you know, because I admit that this is like, it's a complicated thing, and there's a lot of moving parts. So, discourse and communication respectfully, especially TI to TI, um, that's it's almost necessary for us to go forward. Because I mean, we're all going to disagree on exactly how this works. I mean, I've learned that from talking to other TIs. Like the little details of it, we're gonna have different views about that. Because we're not behind the weapons, we're not behind the program. We don't know, you know, exactly how they're doing what and what they're using what for. Oh, look, there's one going up. They're hitting me heavy in the chest right now. So my voice is kind of quivering, and I'm having trouble breathing. But I just want to say that because I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say his name, but like a good friend of mine who I was like, you know, he's always supported me. You know, I said something, I guess. I don't even know. I went back on the video to see, but it was about police, and I do think there are good policemen out there. Um, you know, I'm not trying to support, you know, corrupt police who do overuse their authority and hurt people. Like, I'm not trying to do that at all. But what I think is that if we are logical and we show the good people we are, those good policemen will be able to stop those corrupt policemen. I just do believe that, and I know people would maybe disagree with me. Please leave your comment if you do. Please be respectful about it. But I think there's good people in every agency, and if we show that, you know, we're hurting and we're trying and we're strong, you know, those people will back us up. There are good people in every agency, and I just know it. It's just the law of probability. And to give those people power to do the right thing and to you know, stop others from overusing their power or being corrupt is very important. Because like, it's not just important that all TIs get together. We need that other side. We need those normal people on our side. We need them aware, and we need them fighting from that other side, you know. So I guess that's my point about that. Please leave your comments. Please get in touch with me. You know, if ooh, look, there's a jet. Man, there's jets all over the sky today. Please email me at Vulcan Wolverine, Vulcan like Spock, Wolverine like the X-Men, at gmail.com, Vulcan Wolverine at gmail.com. You know, if you do have different views, like I'd love to discuss them. Like I love to learn as much as I can about this. But we all know the nature of it. That you know you can't know it all. You can't know everything. So I do want to tell people that you know I'm doing my best here. You know I've made you know a lot of videos over the years, and I'm gonna keep making them. Because it's a good, like I see all the other TIs and how I started making videos, it's like it was from seeing their videos. So to set that example of just when you get your camera out and you get evidence, and then I see other TIs doing it, they set that example of doing daily logs. That's an example I want to set with them. And awareness, I do definitely think that awareness can change this. I mean, I've seen it happen already, so it's not a theory, it's something that I've seen, that awareness does change this, and it gives us more power. Look, there's one right there over the thing. He's making it right now. I better take an Epsom salt bath, huh? Oh, hard to breathe right now. Whew. But I love you guys. You know, I welcome all the comments. I'm not saying that I'm unhappy about, you know, negative comments. You know, I know people are going to disagree with me. We're all going to have disagreements. It's a very complicated issue. But just the more research that we can do about it, the more awareness and discourse that we can, you know, have with each other, and then the more that non-TIs research it, and police research it, and people in these agencies research it who are being used, it'll get us moving forward. It'll give us pushes, and we just need to push because we got a lot of momentum. And I gotta tell y'all, it's not momentum that we can lose. I'm watching it, and I'm watching TIs come out. It's not some kind of momentum that's in any kind of threat. So now's the time to, you know, put your 2 cents in, to get on the conference calls, you know, to try different things. And I want to be very specific on that. Like, I'm not telling y'all you have to go out and buy Q-Wave, or you have to buy Altair plugs, or you have to ground, or you have to use magnets. You got to find something that works for you. You got to experiment, because we don't know a lot about this stuff, and you got to defend so that you can have a more healthy body, more energy, and you can be more capable of going and living your regular life and dealing with this stuff. Because, I mean, it requires a lot of energy, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of will. You know, think about all the people who've been hurt from this. If that helps you to keep going, you know, it's an important fight. And they're really just hitting my throat and my chest. And to get past stuff like that, you know. Look at that one over. Can you see it if I back up? Can you see that? I'm going to kind of get out from under this stuff, because this is not a good time. Because those two, you see how those two strong lines right there, and I like doing it for a while, you see what they've turned into, that they've spread out, and it kind of looks like stratus clouds a little bit, but that ain't no cloud. That's actually chemicals. That's a chemical payload right there. Chemicals that do what? I'm not entirely, you know, solidified on what I think about all that. Y'all leave your comments, people who've studied this more than me. You know, but I do know it has chemicals that do affect this. Chemicals or nanoparticulates that do affect what we're going through. I mean, I'm definitely sure about that because of my experiences with it. After a heavy day of this, you know, you feel it a lot more. You feel the directed energy tax a lot more. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that.